the police sergeant's great idea to distract Tommy from helping him answer phones. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables. And this is my latest image. I'm also doing graphic art. It's censored work because I'm not making any money at it. My real work is not being a graphic artist. It's building Jesus' immaculate house. Try to call me, tell me what you believe, or ask what I mean by building Jesus' immaculate house. Unfortunately, Google Photos has stopped. Report OK. I'll just press OK. I'm kind of busy right now. It's been like that all day long. On the screen of this reverse camera to distract. And that's kind of fits into the parable because the sergeant is being distracted, answering phones from millions of Americans calling to ask why they can't talk to Milton by phone. Let me get to that parable. Tommy is the no-armed Chinese fella. How did he get to be missing both arms? He was being blindly obedient. His boss, Wu, told him to slowly slide his right arm into a wood chip. He's always been blindly obedient. He's Chinese. So he slowly fed that arm into the wood chipper. Oh, I say that because it's fun stuff. And yeah, it's not just... I talk about Mormons, I talk about Muslims, I talk about other folks. Blue DVD kind of stuff. And I talk about a lot of different folks, and I say the Great Wall of Evil. Oh, I call them parasites. They come from all races and places. In different parts of the world, it's different. What they might refer to as a parasite. And I don't approve of name calling or labeling somebody by name calling, so I will often say parasites. Anyone hijacking your phone right now and threatening your family because you can't reach me, and maybe because you're a Christian, you live in the wrong place, you're not the top name in your business, whatever the reason is, you can't reach me and you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work, and it's not news. Very documentable news too. 424-229-4140. Make a video of whatever you get when you don't get me, post it. Not one Flight 93 check. Always bring my fun attention getting stuff about the Great Wall of Evil or the Muslims or the Mormons. I'll let you decide where that stuff leaves off. I speak very honestly and truthfully. And I think that comes across in my parables. But I always tell you all that stuff about high-tech toys affecting me designing today, and so I made a video of the GIMP program to show that things are aligned perfectly, so that as someone uses high-tech toys to taunt, and the website, which I like to be perfectly centered, is over this way. Now I changed the program's parameters on the screen, the GIMP program, so it's obviously all in one direction so that it's centered on the image I save. And then they move it back. It's shaving seconds. It's what I call a Chinese technique. You can call it whatever you want. And once again, unfortunately Google Photos has stopped. I'm not sure what that means, other than somebody with high-tech toys don't like me making parables. I'll try to get it in. Tommy is the no-armed Chinese fellow. Right arm jumped off when, left arm jumped off when he saw the right arm being fed into the wood chipper. Tommy got a girlfriend out of that, and I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. Check another parable about how he did that. And he also got his promotion, bossing a whole lot of folks around, and recently he's got another promotion about he's now in charge of Stone Cold's impersonators, my impersonators. You can't have a man asking for Flight 93 checks for 9 years and not have a disinformation campaign that involves folks in government or officials of even police agencies. You can't have that without you can't have the largest disinformation campaign ever without a little cooperation in that area. And I'm telling those who are part of those areas how to weed out the bad apples. As I tell everyone to try to call me, make a video of your hijack call to me, and then call up California's law enforcement. State, city, county, call up the mayors, the governors, senators as well of California. What do you know about John Milton Brady asking for Flight 93 checks for 9 years and not getting one? 313. They don't know what a Flight 93 check is at this point. I've been asking for 9 years. Tell them to go to christcomplexlinks.blogspot.com and you will see 9 years of me asking for Flight 93 checks. They're either involved or they're incompetent, especially with law enforcement. So let me get to my parable real quick. Tommy's, I want to go across, get some food, get back before the weekend and before the game starts. Basketball game, college basketball games tonight, this afternoon. Here are the big fives. You can tell everyone. You see those Mormons. I seem to see a lot of Muslims. I seem to see a lot of Mormons around me. You see those Mormons preying on your neighborhood. Wallpaper your neighborhood with this thing. These things put, the Mormon one in particular. These are the ones I tell you to put the names, the numbers of California's cops at work, those who answer phones there, and at home. They don't mind me being disturbed at home. They had a Muslim-looking guy. I didn't say he's Muslim. I said Muslim-looking. I've explained in yesterday's parable, I believe, or yesterday's parables again. That's unreal. 3 Google photos has stopped. I explained yesterday about that, and as long as I've been here, they've had the hatred noise crop up here and there, and Enrique Brugard did nothing about that. That's why he got the promotion, or one of the reasons I'm betting. Being active part of Muslim on hand censorship here in LA, and he's gone. He's a supervisor now, and the Muslim-looking maintenance man is still here and has the beard. And when I called to complain the day before yesterday about louder than even normally it's disturbing the peace, it's louder than that. I called, and it's a good manager, bad manager kind of thing. She's an Indian-looking woman, and I Googled. It said there's 14% Muslim in India. She's got a funny little thing here. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't know what it is, but she's got something there. And as I was going to let my worker in to help me out, I'm in a wheelchair, growing a new pair of eyes. Got to grow a whole new body to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. What you see going on with the medical research being passed by with you not being able to reach me. What you see going on with those eyes is going on with the whole body. Smaller brown circles disappearing. That means brown eye DNA with the muscles, bones, the organs has to be. I forgot to change it. Has to be moved in, moved out. It's very painful with the muscles right now. And so it's going on with the whole body, and that's why I'm in a wheelchair. That's why I need the nice worker to come drive me to get groceries, drive me to the doctor's appointment when I need to. And as I was going to let her in one day, weeks ago, I believe, the African American, Indian looking lady who appears to be the manager, who is the manager, was talking right at the gateway there to an African American man who was just upset about something. He said, I'm going to become Muslim just to do something or get something done or work with something. I couldn't remember the gist of the conversation, but what I did remember is she told him how to speak. I'm going to have to learn how to speak Arabic. And she told him how to say, peace be with you, in Arabic. Again, I'm looking at a handsome bald guy. Can you be respectful enough to let me look at the handsome bald guy as I make the parable? 4th time, I guess. She was telling the man how to speak in Arabic. I mean, she knows how to be Arabic. She's the 14%. that's Muslim or is in with them. Because as I'm asking her this morning, I went again to let the worker in. As I'm asking her, she's going on. It's not her job to do this or do that. And she kept saying, I can't help it if the man wants to knock on your door. And I explained, no, 5 times I believe I explained to her in the course of the conversation. No, the man is beating on the door. I'm concerned about the safety of me and the rest of the apartment complex. It is your job, Vania. And in the middle of the conversation, her phone rings and she answers it. She says, peace be with you, and she turns the phone off in English. Not what she was teaching others to do. So yeah, I'll get to that. Nice reminder there, the fire engine or police car. Let me get to that. It's up over 11 minutes. Yes, he is quite active, as is the man who looks Muslim. It's a maintenance man. And the man below me might have a little scruff of a beard usually, but when he was pounding on the door, he stepped back 6 feet. So that as I looked through it's got 2 peepholes, one for me and one for up higher. As I looked through, yeah, he was back a ways back, and he called me a crippled fuck, and he here's that fire engine, checking post and 5. Can't reach me right now. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work, like when you need the firemen, police, paramedics. It's gonna be something boring, a phone ring, or miss a busy signal. It's not gonna be boring. You need the firemen, police, paramedics. So make a video right now and call up California's cops. Ask them, what is your part in this? And yes, the man was pounding, and he had a growth of beard. He looked just like, and he was speaking in that manner. He said, if I get one more noise complaint out of you. He's speaking as if he's the manager or the maintenance man, and he's looking like the maintenance man. He's grew the beard, or someone's in his place to have the beard, and is speaking in that manner as he's pounding on that door, attempting to intimidate. So yeah, I'm concerned about the rest of the Solari terrace here. Solari Enterprises owns a lot of places, makes a lot of money out of handicapped folks and formerly homeless folks. I was homeless because you can't reach me by phone, and graphic art designers can't reach me by phone either. 6th time. So it's still going. It's up to 13:05. So I've made videos. So I'm not sure it's simply this all out crazy. It involves past few days altering the parameters of the program so it's not centered. That Milton Prince there wouldn't be centered. It'd be off, and I'd have to go and change. And it's bizarre because they usually don't alter the artwork in such a bizarrely obvious fashion. I'm babbling a little bit here. Let me get to Tommy. All of it's true, but high-tech toys with a phone, high-tech toys with a computer, high-tech toys affecting your family's safety when you can't reach them by phone. 424-229-4140. Make the video. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. What doesn't match up with my phone records and your phone records. I've got videos of this call log on youtube.com/DNFD series, among others. When you can't reach me, you have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Why else either? So make the video of America's High-Tech Lifelines. They just play someone named Hussein. The Muslims did. Hollywood did. Play someone named Hussein, the highest office in the world, right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. They don't name him Hussein unless they're Muslims, and he sure sounded Muslim when I saw in the news he was reaching out to the Muslims who harbor terrorists in their countries were what. Then he kind of backed off from all ties to Muslims. Enough of that. Tommy, as part of his Stone Cold impersonator work, the no-arm guy with the raise, he's at the cops. He's one of the cops, state, county, local, telling them how to answer the phones today. because they're getting a lot of questions about the angry. There's a lot of vantage points. This isn't, I'm not going to point out that window because someone might walk by. But there are a lot of vantage points on the other side as well. To get this angry man beating, 5th time, Benaiah, beating on the door, not knocking. And a lot of folks calling up. They've seen that in my videos. I'm talking about it. Yes, that's what happened. And Tommy's telling them, well, just say phone centers have not your line of work. You cops, and 6th time had to stop the damn Google stuff from popping up. Remember, you hear that support out there. All firemen, all policemen all across America, you try to call me. Make a video of the police stations, the fire stations, all soldiers. Oh, that's you heard that accelerations, that's not a lumbering fire engine. They're going somewhere. Tommy's telling them how to you say it's not your line of work. Phone's not working at Fedsters. And then they ask about the man being violent, beating on a door, yelling and screaming and threatening. And Tommy said, tell him that not your line of work. And the sergeant, he said, I can't tell him that. It is our line of work. And Tommy said, hang up. And finally the sergeant, he gets enough and he says, I hear a lot of the mosque because of Stone Cold. The son of a carpenter, married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm a son of a carpenter, married. I get to tell parables. I get to tell truth. A lot of the mosques are getting calls about Stone Cold. And Tommy's eyes get real big and no. And the sergeant says, yes. And says, where is it? Where is mosque? And he gives them the closest address and has them go do that. Come see me in person. You can't reach me by phone. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. This is a great wall of evil around me. That's just me and all my imagery. You see someone other than me in my chains and eyes? In this imagery, someone's torn down that great wall of evil and we started to build. Be a part of that. They're getting angry as hell, the Muslims around here, at least the Muslim-looking folks. And yes, if Anaya knows how to say Shalom, whatever it was, I don't remember. But she was definitely telling them how to speak in Arabic. Yes, he's part of that 14%. She's obviously a part. Because she's telling me she doesn't know anything about this man beating on the door and keeps calling it knocking. And she stops and does that Muslim thing in the middle with the phone and ends that conversation quick because I was talking to her about her not doing her job. Come see me. Have Whitwood Travel. It's the only perfect place to build. Jesus is Immaculate House here on earth. Best people to start building with. Tear down that great wall of evil. That's just me and all my imagery. And has the Muslims very angry and nervous, I guess. Mormons as well. And be a part of building. Jesus is Immaculate House. Those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present of greatness with. Call me to tell me what you believe right now. Doesn't have to be what you hear in church. Call me to tell me what you believe. See religious censorship? Come ask me what I mean by Jesus is Immaculate House and tell me what you believe. Make a video of you calling all kinds of folks in official positions and ask them, what do you know about this? This man's been asking for 9 years. They're getting violent where he lives. What do you know about that? Get him on, everyone on video. Weighing in on the side of dangerous censorship or truth.